Hello, welcome to Sister Harbor Instant Week. I'm going to be doing a quick review for the third episode after watching it twice. A little somber in here. It's quite appropriate actually considering what's happened. Okay, so of course I want to start off with saying poor Mrs. Hart. Oh, poor Mrs. Hart. This isn't surprising though. When they did interviews with Deborah Jo Rapp, they mentioned, she mentioned that she wasn't going to be around the episode long, and so yeah, they really did kill her off quickly, or did they? We'll never know. Because I mean, one minute you could think they're sincerely dead, next, something's going on here. Right, so let's check in on the witches. So last we saw them, they were walking on the road. Of course, Mrs. Davis decides to stray from the path, which people tell her don't do that. She usually dies in the process, but hey, okay. She learned a lesson, one would think. And considering how things are going, they end up going to their first trial, which happens to be a lovely little cottage by the sea. Now you think, ooh, and all, like what could go possibly wrong here? Oh, apparently a lot can go wrong. I've noticed this a lot, actually. I'm just going to say this. There's a lot of references thrown into this episode that people might pick up on, might not, that have heavily leaned towards Lewis Carroll and Alice in Wonderland. Because you got this whole English seaside cottage, probably like closer to like the English Channel, maybe. It's lovely design. It's turn of the century by looks. Very whimsical. In fact, as soon as they enter the house, it's a very whimsical approach. Yeah, I'll stay on that page. So it's like they go from looking like this and now looking like that. So it's like the world, the reality around them will change. And so a lot of people keep throwing emphasis around like how it's like Big Little Lies apparently is a huge one everyone keeps mentioning. Or Desperate Housewives approach. But yeah, I must say, for the whimsical apparel, for me it feels more like Alice in Wonderland. And I'll get into that actually. I'll get into that. Because I mean, you got Mrs. Hart, and surprisingly, one of the other people that broke down the Easter eggs list has mentioned that the bottle label, Reina Rojo, in other words, Spanish for Red Queen, which that's a huge nod to Alice in Wonderland. And more so when they decide to have a quick little sip as soon as they get into the house to start their little housewarming. Little do they know that that started the first trial automatically. Which again, another nod to Alice in Wonderland, the whole drink me thing. And Red Queen. And the first thing that happens is they get big heads. Like botulism and plastic surgery nightmare kind of looking things. You grow big, you grow small. In this crazy English cottage. Surprisingly, Agatha manages to fake drinking it at first, and when everyone was succumbing to the effects, they're like, "What the hell? Why? Why aren't you?" And so to prevent Teen from taking a sip, she decides to down the hatch and go with it too. And again, and within this time limit, a timer comes on, like right out of probably Squid Games, I guess, or Saw, I guess is the closest thing. It's like let the games begin, and it's the game of death apparently. I mean, as soon as I watched the episode, as soon as I saw the wine, I already knew instantly this is oh no, it's been poisoned. I was calling that minutes before they started drinking. Like I knew something was wrong with this scene. And ironically, who better than Jennifer Kale, the Potions Witch, to try to step in to undo the curse? Now, surprisingly, this leads over to this page, where these three had personal nightmares through the house as Kale is trying to get the antidote ready. Lilia, for example, when she was going after the petroleum, which okay, I like that part. I like that whole right before they even get to that part. Agatha and her are looking at the fact that wait, why is Kale's health and beauty products in the house? And so they keep giving you to this look. It's like, she's organic, right? And so Agatha grabs some and is like, yeah, I'm gonna call her bluff, and that's appropriate because this is all preordained, a huge test to all of them. So seeing the products just laid out like this, showing that she wasn't as authentic as she's supposed to be, that's calling on a blatant lie, and they could see right through her. So yeah, the minute you go on that road, it's like let it all hang out. All your darkest secrets are coming back to destroy them. Yep, her beauty product, skincare line is all in there too. So it's like, don't be surprised if you're called out for something. Anywho, so each one had now surprisingly each one had a personal trial within their hallucinations that broken down to elements. Like Lilia and her experience with the Black Plague, apparently the room shifted to like an earth tone. The Protection Witch, and in the sauna room, where it becomes like this backstage dressing room where she re-encounters her mother, that's supposed to be a fire thing. And then Jennifer's, hers was pertaining to water, where each one had personal demons. Lilia and her mentor watching everyone around her wither and die. Surprisingly, she avoided the plague somehow. Alice Wu ends up talking to her mother for once, versus that she's been seeking out whether this is hallucination or not, and the fact that she's coming to grips of like whether or not she herself can be a good protector, because her mother apparently was doubting it, and this whole blood curse thing that's been following her. And then Jennifer's personal nightmare apparently stems back to now I want to say it kind of matches the theme of the house, because it's supposed to be like turn of the century English, so I mean a doctor from that century, and well obviously like they've already said that she's lived as long, so yeah, her almost drowning by vision. But anyway, so while that was going on, they managed to get their ingredients, and Agatha blatantly says, "I knew it," when they tossed in the phony cosmetics to the potion. Like, yeah, I knew it. Walking the lie. Thank you. And then Jennifer has a moment of panic where she's doubting her own skills entirely, which luckily Agatha breaks character a little bit by being less of a bitch. Let's just call it this. Evil witch. But yeah, the fact that she was able to snap her out of it because she has to save everyone's lives, including her own. And, what was I? Oh yeah. Right, so they got the potion working, and then all of a sudden, well, before even that, Agatha has her moment. Where she, turns and sees a crib. As she walks to it, she sees the Darkhold is in the place of where the baby would be. Now, earlier in that episode, it was clearly pointed out that Jennifer called her out on the fact that she sacrificed her own son for the Darkhold. Which, a lot of people have been saying, and I probably said this in an earlier video, maybe, that her problems all stem probably from this moment as to why her coven wanted to hunt her down. As you saw in the scene from WandaVision. That, yeah, she dabbled in evil, alright. She sacrificed innocence to do it. Which, yeah, not so nice. Not so nice, Agatha. Lines shouldn't be crossed. And now she forever torments herself by having a familiar name after her son. But, hey. When you want power, I guess you do some pretty sneaky things, don't you? But at least it's been confirmed that she may or may not have made a deal with Mephisto, who claimed her son in exchange for a copy of the book of the Dag. I mean, does that really sound as heartless as you think on paper? Or when you say it out loud? But anyway, so they manage to get back to their normal selves, and as soon as they do, they realize that they forgot one person. Sharon herself. It's like everyone was standing on the cauldron, she was already passed out and near dead, and they had seconds left on the clock before they all drowned, apparently, because the ocean tidal wave wrecked the beach and then was hitting the house, and because Agatha cracked a window earlier, their time was running out where they could drown very shortly, and so they give her a dose of the same medicine, and surprisingly, an oven door opens. Which Lily, of all people, contemplates whether or not she has life choices about whether or not to exit through the oven. Is it cliche? Yes. Is it very grim fairy tales? Yes. Is it zany like Alice in Wonderland? Oh, very. Because it's very unexpected. You walk through the door but leave through the oven. Well, hey, are you gonna roast to death or drown? Your choice. Luckily there was a passageway out of the house through there. But what they forgot to realize was poor Sharon, she drank the wine twice. She poisoned herself double, not once. One dose wouldn't have been enough. And lo and behold, when everyone gets out of there, the tragedy that is Mrs. Davis. Who Agatha replies, "Who's Sharon?" Like, really, woman? Really? You forgot who she is automatically? And then it cuts to the song "Heads a Roll" by the Yes, which is a nice song. I like it. Also, another huge shout out theme to Alice in Wonderland and the whole Red Queen thing with "Heads will roll," which they kind of did. One person's head rolled for sure. So I'm intrigued by seeing what's going to happen further on the road. since we've already seen now that certain trials you're going to need a certain skill set, otherwise you definitely are not going to make it out of this road alive. You stray from the path, you die. You don't have the right skill set, you die. You're not quick enough, you will die. So this is literally the witch's Squid Games, where you're trying to escape a room or a challenge, and you know the clock is ticking. Personally, I enjoyed what I saw. I'm definitely looking forward to more. Was really happy to see the Mephisto call out. Because it's no secret, they've already been talking about that a certain guy will be playing the character for apparently Ironheart, so when she gets her own show. I'll be looking forward to seeing what's going on. I feel more or less that he kind of deserves a spot with Ghost Rider first, but beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, as a whole, the episode was good. I liked it. Like, all the scenes that also went on were great. The shouts to other shows, the Cozy Cottage, feeling the whole thing of like the Red Queen wine, which obviously did give you a big head, did make you go crazy, apparently. And I should have said spoilers when I started this video, but I mean, technically, if you're watching this, you probably already have seen the episode. And for those that probably would just want to hear what went on because they probably weren't planning on watching it anyway, I managed to give you a good highlight. But no, I mean, I'm happy with like the whole fact that it's very whimsical as it should be, just like WandaVision was, and the Lewis Carroll nods are very subtle, like getting that little card with like little notes on it, the whole drink me with the wine, the Red Queen label, calling out the fact that Mrs. Hart. Whoa, the Red Queen did die, apparently. Well, we'll see. We'll have to see what's going on. Those that watch, thank you. Those that do watch the vignette, please do like and subscribe. I will be making more content in the future. For now, this is Sunset Harbor and Sync, signing off.